So I'm out here with my little helper, and we are going to paint this willow wreath, 12-inch willow wreath, black. I was going to spray paint it, and then I'm like, nah, I'll just paint it. So we are going to paint it using Sargent Art black tempera paint and this paintbrush. So here we go.
I gotta get more paint. I got a lot. Wait, I need some more. I love doing this. This one and my. Where's the plate go? Oh, there it is. Where's the plate? Oh, there it is.
So I didn't like the way that the tempera paint was coming out because it was a little too shiny. So I actually went over it with this flat, kind of like super dark charcoal paint. And now we are just going to let this dry and see what happens. So I have a 5-pack of the rat ornaments from Dollar Tree, and they do all have the little silver thread loop to hang. And here is our dry wreath from last night that I painted with my son. So I'm really happy with the way that this came out. I definitely like the flat finish better than that tempera paint was doing. So now I'm going to cut the loops, the silver thread, off the rats. Okay, so it turns out there was little actual plastic loops where the silver thread was. So I just cut them off with a scissor. You can file them down with a nail file if you'd like. You can use black nail polish. I touched this up with a Sharpie, and I didn't bother filing it down because I don't really care that much. So next we place the rats where we think we would like them. And these rats are normally curved outward on the front if you pay attention. So they're kind of like bulged out on the front, and then therefore they are concaved inward on the reverse. That doesn't bother me either. I kind of like that. And this way it gives the wreath another dimension if you put them facing different directions as well. So just place them where you think you would like them. Cover any spots in the wreath that you do not like or want to hide. And now we just begin hot gluing the rats where we decided that we liked them. Use a healthy amount of glue and hold it on for a few seconds. Now all of our rats are glued on where we like them, and next we turn to this wire-edged ribbon that I got from Dollar Tree. You can use any ribbon that you like. You're going to make a loop for the wreath, but do not glue it like I just did. I just wanted to slow this down for you in case anybody doesn't know how to make the bow that I'm about to do. So you just cut a loop and hot glue it. And then you're going to cut a smaller piece for the middle. of the bow. And you want to put the seam on the back so it doesn't show. Okay, now I just pinch this together in the middle. And then I'm going to take my loop and you put a dab of hot glue in between to help hold it together. And now I take the other loop we just cut and hot glue this. You want to make sure it's centered, so just double check. Okay. All right. And now you lift up the edges of the center and try to squish the wired end. Okay. So your finished bow looks like this. I need more glue, that's why it's not working. Okay. All right, perfect. So your finished bow will look just like this. And now, I always do this. I always glue this prematurely and I forget what I'm doing. All right, so now we hook this around our wreath where we want it. And I'm just going to glue this together now and then attach the bow. Okay, so that's on. Now, how do we hang this, you say? We can't. So, here's the trick. I have some floral wire. And what we're gonna do back here is we're going to hold it the way that it would normally be held. And then you're just gonna sneak some floral wire in between the willow. And you want it to be the same length as the bow. You want it to end right about where the bow meets, right there. So we're going to cut it. Twist it. You can bring that side down if you like, the twisted side. Okay. And you just want to keep this hidden when you hang it, which is no big deal. But now you have the loop here. So I know you can't really see, but you're just going to make sure it's tucked in and hidden behind this ribbon. And you have a perfect loop made of wire to hang right there. And that's it. That's our rat wreath. Here's the finished product. You can do this with birds as well if you'd like, and pick any type of ribbon that suits your tastes.